Hey, what is going on, you guys? Have you ever asked yourself the question, what do the lights mean on the PlayStation 4? Today I thought I'd go through and tell you each individual light and what they do. And another question that I often get asked is, can you change the light on the top of your PS4? Can you actually customize it? God, guys, I wish this was true because I have tried doing this multiple times myself and it actually did enter my mind. Can I change the light? Because preferably I prefer the blue light on the PlayStation, but unfortunately you can't. So let's go through and actually talk about what these lights are actually used for. So firstly, the PlayStation 4 starts off with a blue light. So whenever you turn your PlayStation 4 on, normally you're actually greeted with the blue light, and this just comes on initial startup as the console is warming up and getting all its systems in check. Next you have the white light. The white light is normally on throughout the whole duration that you're playing games and such. This is just showing that the console is operating fine, there's no issues, and it's just indicating that all systems are good. The next light you can have that comes on your console is the amber light or the orange light. Now, this light is preferably on when it's in rest mode, unless your console may have an error or something along those lines, but preferably it comes on when it's in rest mode, so you can set your console to rest mode. And at the end of this video, I will tell you guys how to turn off your PlayStation 4 correctly, and also how to enter it into rest mode and restart it, etc. if you were unaware on how to do that. Now lastly, this light is one you do not want to see on your console, and that is the red light. I may actually try and source a picture of the red light because I've never had the red light come on my console, and pretty much the red light is like the yellow light on the PlayStation 3. It comes on when the system has either a catastrophic failure or it has overheated, in which case, if it's the overheating case, you just either pull it out of a cabinet or something along those lines, or get the fans cleaned, whatever that issue is, to try and rectify that. Normally, the PlayStation 4 is pretty good. I haven't had any issues with overheating, or I haven't heard too many issues. It does happen, not to say it doesn't. Like the early gen PlayStation 4s did have an issue with overheating, but my generation one, I think it's the second gen PlayStation 4, so it was the 1TB version, it hasn't had an issue, and mine's in a pretty confined spot. But normally if you have an overheating issue, just make sure you bring it out, let it have a little bit more air. Now, just because you touch a console and it is warm to the touch doesn't necessarily mean that the console is overheating either, guys. So don't touch it and think that it's really hot, it must be overheating. The console will tell you when it's too hot. They have failure systems in place to prevent them completely cooking themselves, although sometimes those failures, those fail-safe methods don't tend to work. Now, let's just go through on how to turn off and shut down your console and also enter it into rest mode. So this is how you enter your console into rest mode. Now, rest mode is commonly used for when you want to charge controllers, you don't want the console to shut down completely, you want it to run in the background, i.e. you're downloading something, or you've just got to quickly duck out to the shops, so you want to just turn it off, you don't want to keep it going, you just want to put it into rest mode. That's normally what it's for. It doesn't turn the console off completely, so don't ever put it into rest mode and then disconnect the power from it, because you may actually corrupt some things on your hard drive. And I think Sony does display a warning of that being the case. Don't count me on that. But preferably it's used for charging controllers, downloading, and just keeping, it's like the Xbox Instant On setup. Next you go into the actual full shutdown of the console. You normally do this if you don't want to consume any power. Obviously the best way to do that is to shut it off at the power point, but if you can't do that, then you can actually do this, turn the console off completely. It is good and it is advisable to do this every now and then, especially if you don't use your PlayStation 4 regularly on a regular basis. It's probably the best way of doing it, just shutting it down completely and then turning it on every now and then to check for updates and stuff, because everyone knows about updates. But that's pretty much, if you're going to move the console or anything along those lines, or even change out a part in it, like a hard drive or something along those lines, you definitely want to turn the console off completely. And if you're changing it apart, you probably don't want to connect it to power full stop. Next, we go on to resetting the console. Now, resetting the console can be done if the home screen's a bit buggy, or you've installed a game and you're playing it and it's not 100% right. Sometimes a reset can actually benefit it and get it working again. Sometimes things have glitches, and that is just sometimes easily sorted with a reset, so that is why you reset, guys. To enter into this menu, you just want to literally press and hold down the PlayStation icon on your PlayStation controller for a couple of seconds, and it'll bring up the sidebar. So, as always, guys, if you liked the video, give it a huge thumbs up, go ham on it, especially if you've learnt something new today, give it a huge thumbs up. Feel free to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button. It means a lot to me. I do upload a lot of gaming content. I'm going to try and upload a lot more for you guys. At the moment, I'm just getting over a sickness, so I haven't been doing a lot of commentary over my gaming stuff, but I will end up doing that in the future. Alright guys, until next time, peace.